welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a monthly reset, kind of just to get back on track, and I'm really excited to jump into it. But before we do, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jamison. I am a stay-at-home mom of two kiddos. I have a 2-year-old daughter and a 9-month-old son, and so it's been really fun getting to stay home with them. I am a former first grade teacher, and so I'm just feeling super lucky to be home with them and getting to experience all the little moments that I would normally miss if I was still working in the classroom. I love all things baking, cleaning, organizing. So if you like those things too, I hope that you continue watching. Consider subscribing and don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it. So today, like I said, is a monthly reset. And what we are going to do today is kind of a little bit of everything. I started out this video by totally planning a lot. I sat down, spent a lot of time, and you will be able to see that I filmed that. And so Thursday I sat down and I planned everything out. Yesterday on Friday I tried to get some things done, but my kids, their naps did not overlap except maybe 5 minutes, so I wasn't able to get a ton done. And so today is Saturday and I'm going to try and knock out as much as I can get done so that we can start the month of June on the right foot. So let's get into it. Okay, the hair is up and I've got my monthly planner and my to-do list notebook. So we're going to take a peek, see what I was able to get done and squeeze in on Thursday and on Friday, and then see what still needs to be tackled today on Saturday. All right, everyone, so the car is clean and organized, and I am moving into our bedroom, just stripping the bed of the sheets and hoping to get those in the wash right away. I tend to forget about the sheets, and then it gets to 9 o'clock at night and they're still in the dryer, and so trying to avoid that every time I take the sheets off, but sometimes I still forget to do that. It always feels so nice to have fresh sheets on your bed. I wanted to mention that yes, I decided to do this in my monthly reset video, but I do try and change the sheets every week. It doesn't always happen, but that is the goal. I know I can absolutely be better about it, and we, want to be as clean and healthy as possible, but sometimes it just is not happening. So feeling good to get all of the sheets stripped and then to get those washed and put back on. I did also change the kids' sheets in their room and my son's changing table sheets, so that got cleaned as well. I saw this cleaning tip: if you put the Blue Dawn soap in your washer and then you wash your whites, it makes them brighter. So I just tossed the towels in there and I am going to get those washed up as well. The towels are something that I try and do every single Thursday. There's no rhyme or reason for Thursday. It's just a day that I picked so I can tell myself and remind myself, okay, this is the day that you do towels. So on this very first day of the monthly reset, I was mainly planning, and so I absolutely love planning, and I am a type of person who could sit there and plan forever. And so you'll see the fun highlighters I have, the different notebooks and planners that I have, and I don't do this because I feel like it necessarily makes me more organized. I mean, yes, I do, but I do this mainly because I enjoy planning. I could sit here and plan for hours. In college, I loved the syllabus. We didn't really have a syllabus week where I went, but like the syllabus day when we got all of our assignments, and then I could sit down and put it in my planner. I was completely obsessed with doing that. It just makes me feel so good and so just prepared, and I love that feeling of feeling prepared and organized. So right now what I'm doing is just adding things to the calendar in June in my monthly calendar spread here, and then I am highlighting things. You can see in the top right corner there's some writing, and I have color coded my calendar based on different things. So I have a color if it's my kids' stuff, I have a color if it's someone's birthday, I have a color if it's an appointment, and so I can just at a glance kind of see and notice what we have going on for the month. And so I really like the color coding. Not only does it help me stay organized, I think it looks super, super cute. So I've moved into this notebook. This is my absolute hands-down favorite notebook when I'm planning and getting organized. I actually had a planner that was in this brand, but I missed out this year because they all sold out, and so I ended up getting the notebook, and I really do love the notebook. But the only thing that was missing was the monthly spread, and so that's why I bought this one that you saw me working in earlier, just from like Walmart at the beginning of the year. But what I'm doing is I'm just getting like all of the thoughts out on my head. I even was standing up and like finishing laundry and stuff while I was planning, and then it was sparking other ideas. So it just really is like a dump of everything that is in your brain. And I like to go through with my highlighters and kind of categorize the brain dump, because a lot of times when I'm doing it, it's not clean. There's things everywhere. Things are out of order, and so I don't necessarily like to make categories yet. I just get it all out, and then I go back after the fact and highlight based on the categories, and then I will use this brain dump. You can see all of my different categories. I have a top 3, I have appointments, I have things that I need to buy, and so I'm going to use that brain dump, and I'm going to go into my weekly spread and kind of organize it a little bit better for myself here. I like also going back to my brain dump and checking things off, just so I know that I'm not missing anything from the brain dump. The brain dump really is like all the things that are bothering me the most, or things that I know that need to get done the most, because they're on the forefront of my mind. And so once I get them out and written down, it just makes me feel so much better, and like I'm not going to forget about it. I see it, and so being very visual, that helps to see it and try and get it done. Yes, there are other things that need to be cleaned. There are probably more appointments that need to be done, but these are the most important. And so
I also love going back and checking things off my list, so I recommend keeping your list out so you can refer to it. Plus, it helps me to not get sidetracked. I found myself definitely not trying to get sidetracked, but I just get sidetracked because I see, oh, this project or oh, that project. And so by writing it down, not only does it help my brain like, oh no, you'll get to that, but it also helps me stay on the task of no, right now you're doing the floors or right now you're doing laundry. And so that is really helpful for me. So it is now Friday, day 2 of my monthly reset, and I just went and picked up groceries and I am getting those put away. So we do order groceries weekly. That just is what works best for us, but it had been a little longer than a week. It might have almost been 2 weeks, and I was popping into grocery stores and just picking up like little essentials to help us get by. So it feels good to get a big grocery order done. I have stuff that is being shipped from Sam's Club, and then I also plan on stopping by like our local grocery store to pick things up that we can't get from Walmart or that we just prefer to get locally. I also wanted to mention that meal planning drastically cuts down on my time that I'm spent in a grocery store thinking about groceries, because I can plan it out, order the groceries, and then not have to think about it for the week.
Okay, so the way I set this up was that I have our menu for the week. I have my top 3 items that I want to get done, and then I have a cleaning section, which is just things I'd like to get done. And then I also have any appointments that I need to be made, projects that I want to try and accomplish, not necessarily this month, but just to keep in mind. And then I have things I need to get done, things to buy, and then like personal stuff that I would like to do. And so I'm gonna go through here with my fancy highlighters. Well, they're not really fancy, but my color-coded highlighters, because it just makes me happy and it makes me feel better about working and doing this kind of stuff and accomplishing my to-do list. It's fun for me, and so I like to do it. So I'm gonna go get those highlighters, and then we will go through and see what I've got done. So this is also technically set up for this upcoming week starting on Monday. And so like all this stuff that I have that I want to get done filming wise, that's for next week. So nothing's going to get checked off yet. And this menu, that is for next week as well. Okay, so starting with the top 3, this is what I find to be like your absolute most important deal breakers. They've got to get done before you get anything else done. So they're like your big rocks, and then you can do like the other little stuff later, but those are what has to be done first. And so I've already meal planned, and I have already ordered groceries, picked up groceries, and got those put away. So already accomplished 2 of my top 3, which is great. And then I have already done the sheets for our primary bedroom, and then my 2 kids' bedroom. And then the only thing that I have left with bedding is that I wanted to try and wash my comforter. So I am able to put that in my washing machine and then air dry it, and I don't have to dry clean it or anything like that. But it is supposed to rain here, so I'm looking out the window right now. It's currently raining here, and so I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to wash it and hang it up, or if I should just wait and do that a different time. But I know if I wait, I probably won't get it done. So as I'm speaking and thinking out loud with you guys, I think I'm gonna go run and grab that and get that started so that we can get all of our top 3 done.
So my purpose in washing my comforter was that my daughter has eaten lunch and snacks, and so all over the comforter, and so we inevitably have spills and some stains, and so I'm trying to treat those before I wash it because it's a big task to wash and dry the comforter, so trying to just take care of that. So now I'm moving back to my to-do list and looking at the to clean section since I've taken care of the top 3, and seeing what I've already accomplished in the first 2 days and what still needs to be done now that we are on our last day, day 3. Okay, the state of this high chair is just horrible and disgusting. I know things are bad when my husband suggests maybe we should try and get this clean whenever we're power washing things. I know when he suggests something, I'm like, okay, it's been way too long if he's also noticing that this is disgusting. So this has been a long overdue project that needs to be done. I just really, I like the high chair a lot, but it is just a pain to clean and to wash and to get everything back on. And so I try to avoid it as much as I can, but avoiding this mess was just not possible anymore. So while I was cleaning my son's high chair, I looked over and noticed the stool my daughter uses to reach the countertop was also disgusting and crusty, and so since I have to take a hot rag to both of these items before I spray it down and clean it, I decided I'm just going to knock that out really quick since have to use the same cleaning tools anyways, and now I'm really glad that this is clean and taken care of. And although I am so glad this is taken care of, this is a prime example of me cleaning something and getting distracted by something that was not on my to-do list. So now I am only showing you footage of me vacuuming my kitchen, but I have to brag on myself a little bit. I stayed focused and I was able to get every single floor in my house vacuumed, which is huge, huge, huge. And I felt so good about it. I do need to go back and I need to mop my hardwood floors, and then I would like to mop my bathroom after I get my bathrooms clean. But so happy and proud of being able to say that I got all the floors vacuumed at the same time. I don't think that has happened since I had my daughter Josie 2 years and a couple months ago. So very, very excited about that. And now I'm just using my calendar that I spent so much time planning and getting this calendar updated and put on the fridge so my whole family can see it. And by whole family, it's me and my husband since my kiddos are so little, but it feels good to get this updated. And then I also update another acrylic calendar, which is a weekly spread, and I will do our meals for the week on that. And that just helps me know, like, if I need to set any meat out. It helps my husband know what's coming up for dinners, and so it just is a nice way to stay planned and organized. Alright guys, this is going to be absolutely it for my monthly reset video. I so appreciate you taking time out of your day to come hang out with me, watch this video. I hope it gave you motivation, or I hope it just brought you joy and that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing, liking this video, and I will see you in a video next week.